Many of Minnesota's roads and bridges are getting so old that Governor Dayton believes it is time for a major overhaul. This morning, the governor and the transportation commissioner released a list of more than 600 road and bridge improvements across the state that would be completed if the legislature approves the funding. Angela Davis joins us now along I-94 with the details. And Angela, that sounds like a lot of road construction.
Yeah, it does. More than 2,000 miles of state roads and 330 bridges that need to be repaired or replaced or expanded. And it's because they've deteriorated over time. Now, the governor says that about half of the state's roads are now more than 50 years old, and many of our bridges are more than 40 years old. But none of that work can start until the governor and state legislators come to an agreement about how much to spend. The governor describes the proposed improvements as urgently needed, offering numbers to back up his opinion. He says in just the next 3 years, 1 in 5 Minnesota roads will be past their useful life.
The consequences of failing to step forward and do what we have to do are going to be severe. They're going to be felt year by Minnesotans, and they're going to be especially damaging to our children and grandchildren. They're going to inherit the infrastructure that we start to build or don't build now.
I-94 between downtown Minneapolis and downtown St. Paul is of high concern. Work needs to be done on the bridges that go across it, as well as the pavement. Some drivers told us they are on board with the plan.
Yes. If you value safety and your children, yeah, it's the first priority.
They also described seeing the deterioration.
Potholes, just about everywhere. You're looking at bridges from the highways and seeing cement falling, cracks. For the last 10 years. Oh yeah, everybody's aware of it.
The governor's proposal relies on new gas taxes and registration fees.
Well, it's definitely not paying more of my registration fees. I wouldn't mind paying more for that. Right. But my gas, I don't know.
It becomes much more expensive to deal with these issues of deterioration the longer we wait.
Money is the issue. It would cost about $6 billion over the next 10 years to fund this overhaul of our roads and bridges. And it is an issue now that the state legislature has to take up that funding, that there are Republicans who control the House who propose a much smaller scale funding package that relies more heavily on our state budget surplus, Amelia.
So, Angela, how did the governor's office come up with the list of areas that need work?
Yeah, he got recommendations from MnDOT staff members who looked at the roadways and bridges that were really in the poorest of condition, as well as ways to prevent problems before they happen. You know, they're really anticipating that, you know, the longer that we continue to see our population increase, the more wear and tear we're going to see on our roads. But again, this is something that the legislature has to work out the funding, how to pay for it.
Yes. All right, Angela, thank you.